When it comes to Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm normally in, regardless of the project. And I can't think of a TV series that he's been in this sort of action role before. And recently Arnold Schwarzenegger said that he's going to be kind of in control, or at least that's what I read online, so who knows if it's true, but kind of in control of the Netflix action verse that he is going to help them create and be on top of. I have to say, at the beginning of the series, I wasn't in it at all. In fact, I found it quite boring and I really wanted to get it over and done with. However, later I might have changed my mind. Let's talk about Fubar. So Fubar is basically Arnold Schwarzenegger reprising his role from True Lies. It isn't that, we've also got a True Lies series at the moment, which isn't very good, but this does feel like that. It's just an unofficial title. So Fubar is him kind of wanting to quit, wanting to spend time with his family because basically he's lost his family along the way while giving service as an agent. Unbeknownst to him, he gets pulled back in for one last mission before he can quit, and that involves his family as well. I don't think that's too much of a spoiler because that happens in the first episode and in the trailer. Suffice to say, he has to stick around for protection of his family. The unit that works, that's a weird description. When this works is Arnold Schwarzenegger with his daughter. They're bickering and bantering as they go through the episodes and experience life together in the world of the agency is interesting. But a lot of the time I didn't quite buy their relationship. It just felt very broken, as it is in the series, but broken as in they weren't connecting. And when it comes to some of the dialogue, the delivery of the dialogue feels like it's so slow that it needed to be edited faster. The delivery of Arnold Schwarzenegger and other audiences, it feels like the editor just left in too many pauses and they were waiting for other people to respond with their scripted dialogues. See how irritating that is? It didn't feel natural and off the cuffs, and that was kind of the first 3 episodes how I felt about this series, and I thought, oh boy. However, there's a storyline that picks up later on in the series to do with their daughter that brings some emotionality and brings the family together, gives us something to work for. Even though there is a big bad arc at the beginning and a big bad guy, and it does feel like there's a bunch of money thrown into this project, so we get the action that seems fun and quite well done, and we have the wider team that the characters that are there to be the comedy relief, and not a lot is given to them, but maybe we'll do a weird triangle love story with one of them, and maybe we'll do the daughter's love story and have that on the fritz a bit. You can guess point for point and thread for thread where some of the storyline in this series is going to go. That doesn't mean you will be disappointed by it, because you kind of want to see them do that with an Arnold Schwarzenegger TV series. It's when the emotional integrity comes to the storyline that you will be engaged the most. And because they drive that way towards the end, I think that the series would leave you on a high rather than on a low where it started out. It took me quite a few episodes to get through. I do feel like a bunch of people would just switch off, they won't give it time. Once you reach past the midway point, I think it picks up and it gets better. So I started off on a 2 Nicolas Cages out of 5, but it ended up on a 3.
And you got one. Congratulations.
So I think it's watchable as a one-time watch. I don't know if we need more. There's definitely scope and storyline. It hasn't all finished and wrapped up neatly. But yeah, I didn't love it. I thought it was okay. Let me know your thoughts down below. I thought the emotional integrity pulled me back in, but I wasn't on board until the latter half. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.